What's up, y'all? Kyle here. Today we're talking about, should you leave your RV propane tanks open 24/7, 365 days a year? First of all, an RV propane system is great. We love it. It can power a fridge, it obviously powers a stovetop or an oven, and it can generate heat with your furnace. So there's lots of uses for your propane on board in an RV. And anytime you're out using your RV, you obviously want those tanks on. The number one time where I think it's smart to turn them off is when you're driving. To me, prevents any RV from leaking inside the RV, which it shouldn't happen anyways, but just when you're going down bumpy roads or anything like that, I like to keep those tanks turned off for that reason. But aside from that, some states require you to have your RV tanks turned off when you're driving, and others require a propane tank check before you drive through tunnels. Most people keep them open. It's dealer's choice. We like to turn them off just for safety reasons. The second time it's smart to turn off your RV propane tanks is when it's in storage. There's no need for those tanks to be open when you're storing your RV. The worst thing that can happen is that a leak springs up, and then you have a situation where your RV propane is leaking, and that is not a good situation. So if you don't plan to be in the RV for a long period of time, then go ahead and make sure to remember to shut off those RV propane tanks. Put it on your checklist of things to do. The third time when it's important to turn those RV tanks off is when you suspect that you're smelling an RV leak. If you smell something like rotten eggs, or if you know the smell of RV propane, then go ahead and shut those tanks off and find where the leak is, because you don't want more propane to leak out of your RV. That's a crucial time to turn those tanks off, and to get a professional to come out there and look at your RV and inspect those RV lines to try to trace down the leak, because it could come from many places. Outside the RV, inside the RV, to the furnace, to the fridge, to the stove. There are a lot of access points where a leak could be coming from. Those are the times we think that you should have your RV tanks turned off. And make sure you're always checking those connections whenever you're reinstalling or taking out a tank. In the wintertime, if you're using your furnace, you're gonna be switching out those RV tanks a lot. So just check that connection, make sure you got it on tight, turn on the propane, but you don't have to turn it on all the way. Just enough so the proper amount is flowing through. If you have any opinions that differ, let me hear them in the comments below. But that's when we think you should not have your RV propane running. If you're a full-time RVer, then most of the time you're gonna have that system on. But if you're just a part-timer, make sure you turn it off when you're storing it or not using it for a while. I'm Kyle, this is Driving and Vibing. Have a great day.